And butt stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Morning After Pill Show.
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
To the
podcast. We do apologize about the delay on Tuesday's episode, basically. A regularly scheduled program.
We really screwed the pooch.
We were having technical difficulties.
Who the fuck came up with that, though?
What?
Screw the pooch.
Somebody that screwed the pooch, like somebody fucked a dog.
And they were like, oh man,
I screwed the pooch. Well, I figured it was more of a dark story, like a Grimm Brothers story. Like, we say it so lightly now, but somebody fucked a dog and then they got a divorce, and it was a very sad story, sad time.
They were like, what happened, man? I really screwed the pooch.
Like, I had sex with my neighbor's dog, and everyone frowned upon what happened. That is rude.
Yeah.
That is just rude.
Do not have sex with your neighbor's dog.
This is a PSA.
When you can adopt so many that are homeless at the shelter already.
Yeah.
You have a group.
First of all, stop fucking your neighbor's dog. Get your own dog.
Orgy.
You can have your own dog and fuck them.
Yeah. They don't need homes.
Yeah, homes.
Shelters are full all the time, man.
Was that a racist comment? They need homes?
No.
Hey, homes.
You're just Mexican and think every time I say homes.
Or essay?
Yeah. I told you, the first, year I lived in San Antonio, when the radio station was like, SA's #1, I was like, yo, this shit is mad fucking Mexican, dude. I was like, what? Didn't realize the abbreviation for San Antonio was SA like that.
Dude, I love...
How racist is it of me to think that when someone says SA, I automatically think it's like, hola, what's up, SA?
Is it weird that I enjoy Mexican racism? Okay.
No.
It's not weird at all.
You're Mexican. That's not weird at all.
I find it it's
like Jews making Jew jokes.
From this standpoint though,
Jewish,
not full Jew.
Yeah.
I'm just Jewish. I feel like there's some certain racist jokes that are that's not that funny. Like Asian racism, I don't know.
Those are funny too.
Sometimes, yeah, they're funny, but on a scale of
it's not the funniest.
It's not the funniest. Scale of 1 to 10, Asian racism is definitely a 4.5 for me. When Mexican racism,
it can go either way.
Mexican racism is definitely up there. It's high, an 8.5.
The amount of funny that's behind the racist comment.
And I don't think it's utilized as much, not in the best of its ways.
Where would you classify white racism?
White racism?
Is that a 12?
It really depends on where you're going, I guess. But because there's a lot of different whites. Making fun of Canadians to me is not as funny as making fun of the whites from Florida. Both very funny ways to make fun of them.
Yes.
But it's almost as if
Florida's easier?
Florida is just
an easier target?
That's low-hanging fruit, dude.
I know. Considering that chick last week, you read that shit?
No, please tell me.
She got arrested at a McDonald's because she said she was going to get the sauce by any means necessary. They fucking arrested her on, harassment and shit.
By any means necessary?
Yeah, dude. She, straight up told, the cashier, I'll get that sauce by any means necessary. I'm going to fucking get that sauce. They called the cops and they arrested her.
I feel like she just learned that phrase and now she's just using it wherever she can.
Running around telling people
by any means
necessary. To get that sauce.
That
shit blew my mind. I was like, oh, okay, Florida.
Man,
so much shit happens there. I don't understand why that state has so much shit happen to it.
I don't know.
That makes national news. Why is it Florida's always making national news?
There is a Florida man. If you think Texas man?
No, there's a Florida.
There's no Texas man. If I hear the word Texas man, I picture the guy from the old Marvel.
The Marvel man?
Yeah.
Boots, hat,
we're on the same page.
Some ass.
Yeah, dude. All cowboy booted up. He's
Chuck
got his
Norris.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Texas
Chuck Norris,
Ranger.
but if Chuck Norris shaved his beard.
And didn't kick holes through people.
It's always funny to me. That's also low-hanging fruit.
Why is it every time I think of Chuck Norris kicking someone, I can see him literally putting a boot through someone's chest?
Just perfectly shaped like the boot that he has on.
If he was kicking drywall, it would just crumble and be dust. It wouldn't even be a hole in the wall. The whole wall would fall.
Like the way Wile E. Coyote, whenever he runs through a wall,
it's just the perfect imprint.
It's the perfect imprint. That's what it's just Chuck Norris's boot. Even then, it still just looks like his fist.
and you just know you're like, fuck Chuck Norris.
I always told myself I was never gonna do a Chuck Norris joke.
How can you laugh about Chuck Norris?
How can't I, or how can I?
How can you? Chuck Norris is the man, dude. And you know what's really funny? He's been in like a bunch of corny shit too.
Yeah, dude.
He's been in so many corny TV shows and like guest appearances and shit. Other than like the one that he did with like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, he's not up for an Academy Award or anything.
No, but like everyone's like, dude, he's a messiah. Like all hail Chuck Norris.
What has Keanu Reeves gotten?
He's just a god.
Is he?
Dude, he fucking John Wick, Matrix, Bill and Ted. Like that guy is.
All movies.
He is the
coming out.
He is a pop icon.
All movies coming out in the next couple of years, right?
It's just him.
Just it's all him.
Yeah, he's got Bill and Ted this year. Then he's releasing Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 on the same fucking day.
I always feel like actors get that like the season of this actor, and right now we're still in the middle. Like remember Jason Momoa? Yeah, me neither. Like
Aquaman.
He had Aquaman. He had a few movies all coming out in like a clusterfuck.
He has Iron Man 2 or Aquaman 2 coming out soon.
I think they're doing a TV series.
They downgraded it to that.
I don't know if that's a downgrade.
It's an actual movie. They're coming out with another Aquaman movie. I'm sure of it.
We can't say that it's a downgrade, dude. Look at like The Witcher, The Mandalorian, all TV series, fucking great quality, good stories. Sometimes the story's so good that you can't just put it in a movie. You know what I mean? Like you have to like spread it out in like fucking like 8-hour-long different episodes.
Yeah, I mean you can drag anything out really if you're telling like an original story almost.
What I don't like is when they do remakes into a TV series, like they've done Shooter and Taken.
Yeah, no.
Like, have you watched any of them? They fucking
I wouldn't watch
suck,
those because the movies are way better.
The movie was way better. It was. I tried to watch Shooter, and it was okay, but it wasn't as good as the.
Watching that shit.
Yeah, that was Mark Wahlberg right there. Another one. He's funny. He can act. Ish. He's always the same character though.
He has been pigeonholed into certain roles.
Yeah, right. Like when you look that way and you talk a certain way, you're gonna kind of only get that role. And
true.
He was Bob Lee Swagger, dude. Like that fucking story was dope. I like that movie, Shooter.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think he was more famous for the porn movie.
What porn movie?
That movie, Dirk Diggler? Like Mark Wahlberg, right?
I really don't know.
It was. It fucking was, bro. Anyways. How do we go from technical difficulties to that?
We're on a sea of just running around rampant with our words.
Whatever we do, we want.
We do exactly what we want. If others don't... Ooh, dude, that was like a dry one, right?
I don't know, but that little toilet's fun.
I saw my brother yesterday, and he asked me, he goes, "Are you using it for your podcast?" I was like, "Yes, I am."
We used it once.
We used it, yeah. That's once. That's one too many times, really. That was another cliche, like fart sounds. Fart sounds, really? That's what Maps podcast has gone to already?
No.
But they're never not funny. They're never not funny. They have to be timed right now, though. You know what I mean? Like, to be actually funny. Farts. They have to be timed right.
Yeah, you can't just be like, hey, look at me, and then just rip ass.
Yeah.
You could. But
you could.
No one wants to see that shit.
Like, sometimes it's so stupid, that's why it's funny. Like, when somebody just, like, so fucking dumb, like, you meet people that have, like, that always confused look. And whenever you hear...
Everybody I've ever met.
Everybody around us within a 50
everybody
mile radius.
Everybody I come across ever in my life, because I'm that asshole that thinks everyone's stupid.
Yep.
That's me.
That's the one. That's the one people I'm talking about.
You have a degree in, like, something. I'll still be like, whatever, dude, you're a douche.
Communications.
I don't want to talk to you.
I like when they have, like, degrees and things that, like...
I love the fact that
ethics.
I work in a job where I have to deal with people, but I fucking hate people. That's usually how I always get introduced to. Oh, that's Chris. Yeah, he doesn't like people, but he works with people.
Here's another good irony. People that have degrees, like really good ones, like professor, or like they got their doctorates and something like that, sometimes they sound pretty good when they talk. Sometimes, most of the time, people that I've met sound like complete fucking morons. You went through school. You paid the university. They're giving you a certificate for blah, blah, blah. So, what the hell did you just throw at your cat?
First of all, I didn't throw at my cat. I threw it in his general direction. I was trying to scare him.
Oh.
It did not work.
He doesn't scare easy.
No.
What was I talking about? Herpes. Anyways. And then you get people that went through like trade school.
25 for 25. And how many times you can bring up herpes in every episode?
Herpes, porn, boners. Actually, we don't talk about boners all that often. That's sad.
Why is that sad?
I'm just messing with you.
Like, why is that sad?
I said it for
We're not 16-year-old high school students. We're not just getting random woodies and shit.
Well, people didn't need to know how old we actually were, or are, or don't think we are.
Well, I mean, just like...
We're just not 16.
Do you remember that, though? Like, where, like, you just be, like, in the middle of... Like, you'd be in the middle of the grocery store and just get a hard on. You're like, what the fuck?
Still happens.
Like, fucking Jemima?
Aunt Jemima?
Aunt Jemima.
I mean, dude, that is one sweet lady. She's got a sweet rack. Anyways.
She's sugary sweet.
She's sugary sweet.
But no, as an adult, you don't get random boners.
No, definitely. No. You gotta, like, bat it around. No? You know what I mean? Just to, like, wake it up a little bit.
It's like that friend who passed out. You're like, dude, go home.
You're too old for parties, dude.
Get up and go home.
You're too old for parties. You need to just go home and rest.
Dude, just go.
Like, if we didn't
then
need...
you get tired and you're just like, fuck it, we're both going to sleep.
If we didn't need visual aid or any kind of support, porn would not be doing as well as it does. You can get it for free, and yet somehow they're all making money.
Yeah, that's
weird. That's crazy, dude.
It's weird. It's those.
It's advertisements.
It's advertisements. It's doing shows. It's also the fact that, like, if you sign up for premium.
Yeah. They're like even giving premium away.
Yeah, it's like 30-second increments, I think.
Is it really?
I don't know. They say like 30 days free, but I've never clicked on it. I'm assuming it's like a minute and a half. And they're like, did we get you?
Damn it. Well, they got to, it's like whenever you do heroin for the first time. It's really amazing. You just want to keep doing it.
Yeah. Always hated needles, so I just squirted it in my mouth.
I pictured you just with the syringe, just like it's like a good like foot away from you, and you're like, look how good I'm getting at this. You're just drawing it away. Like when bartenders
in the arch.
When bartenders are showing off, sometimes they're like, look how high I can get.
Check out my flare.
Well, this is how I shoot heroin. No holes.
Woo! Nailed it.
I like to mix it with orange juice and carbonated water.
Vitamin C and H.
The rap dude.
Speaking of weird drug stories.
What do you got?
I told you I had to tell you this. The craziest shit happened in my line of work. I talked to a bunch of random people.
Yeah.
Not by my choice. No. Not today.
For something that can't tell, what the fuck? Tweak is trying to be the next guest on the podcast.
There it is.
What do you have? What do you have for us, Tweak?
Tweak, before you rudely interrupted, I don't like to talk to people, but I have to.
You do.
It's my thing.
I know.
I get paid for it.
I know.
Anyway, so out of nowhere, this chick, hey, if I told you a crazy story, would you buy me a drink? I was like, depends on how good the story is.
Right.
I never planned on giving her a free drink, ever. So anyway, she shows me her ID. She goes, can you believe this was me 3 months ago? And I was like, you look different. She looked rough compared to what her picture was. She looked extremely rough.
Just paint the picture there, like...
Looked like a drug addict.
Looked like...
Had like the little like
cross between like a very pale Ethiopian and somebody that is just getting out of doing chemo. With holes in her face.
It looks like someone just got out of a methadone clinic.
Like... You look like a pale version from the captain that stole the boat.
She was rough.
I am the captain now.
She was rough. So anyway, she begins to tell me about how in 3 months, she got a divorce, was homeless, got a DWI, got kidnapped and sold into sex trafficking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know her. I don't know her name. I've said 10 words to her.
You didn't. I mean, I'm assuming that you didn't know her.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not somebody like we know mutually or anything like that. Like
this is just a complete stranger. Who
a new patron?
Who even like has that kind of conversation with you like right off the dick?
Well, when
like,
nothing.
I've known you for like 6 years. There's just shit I ain't even told you.
Exactly.
Like, there's just certain things I just don't share.
Sometimes we don't even want to hear
Being
it.
sold into drug trafficking and forced crystal meth is definitely one of those things that I don't think I'd ever tell anybody.
Nobody here is a writer or works for the news.
Especially at a random business to a stranger. So anyway, it almost felt like she was kind of bragging about it after like a couple seconds, you know? Mm-hmm. So I asked her, I was like, yeah, well, did you do it on purpose? And she like kind of stopped and laughed. And she was like, no.
Well, she said she got... Okay, so she was...
Apparently she asked some dude for a cigarette while she was walking the streets while she was homeless.
Ladies, be careful out there.
Said that this guy looked non-threatening in his 60s with a suit and a nice car. And
what time of day did she say?
I'm
assuming...
I didn't ask. So the whole time I was just like doing one of those like amazed kind of faces, like, oh... And doing one of those slow nods, like, I'm still listening, but I'm judging the fuck out of you right now. Like,
did you feel like it was her fault? Like, that's like the worst thing
I feel like
somebody
you just
could go through.
Put yourself in, like, sometimes you wander into situations. Clearly she did.
Ooh, shit. Sorry.
And, yeah, but, like, so she tells me her whole little sob story, right? So I leave. I come back to work, like, an hour later. I took a break.
Right.
And the other dude that was working there was like, hey, man. Like, as soon as I walked in the fucking door, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, hey, man, that chick tell you her story? And I was like, oh, my God, yeah, dude, she tell you it too? He was like, yeah. He's like, she went about it a really weird way. I was like, really? Because she just kind of flat out fucking told me. He's like, no, man, she asked if I, like, was from around here. And I was like, no. And she was like, yeah, me neither, but I was sold into sex trafficking, so now I'm here. Like, that's just how she introduced herself to the next guy.
Jesus, man. Come up with it. I don't know.
He was like, yeah, man, it was a real weird segue. I was like, first of all, that's not a segue. That's just her blurting some shit out to you. Like, a segue would have been like, hey, like, you know, do you like rings? Like, because I hate sex trafficking rings. Like, yeah. That's a segue.
There's a lot of suffering.
Yeah, like, or like, you know, hey, traffic's really shitty today, right, with the weather and everything. Speaking of traffic... You ever heard of sex traffic? Like, that's a segue.
I was getting tossed around like a loose joint in prison for a little while in Somalia.
That's a segue.
Yeah, I get it.
But just found out blurting out, like, I felt bad for her.
That shit is so...
It was hard for... I don't know if that's a true story.
That's a clear epidemic right now.
I don't know if that's a true story. She could have been fucking high on crystal meth and told me that story. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe
Maybe she just made it all up in hopes that she can get a free drink.
That's the crazy thing, too, is that there are people out there, and a good number of them... Lie. And it's really hard to tell if somebody's telling you the truth whenever...
They want that attention so badly.
I get it. Or you're fiending for drugs, and maybe you're fucking... You're trying to get some money out of these people or trying to get some sort of like just conversation. Maybe she's lonely. Maybe she is fucked up in the head after what happened.
She told like 3 people that story. 1 out of 3 bought her a drink.
1 out of 3 bought her a drink.
Other different stranger that was sitting at the bar. How weird. Like, that's... Do you think that was like a ploy?
I don't know, man. Was she like...
I feel like if you're that eager to tell that kind of story, then like you've got to be making it up.
Automatically, when you see her, you're thinking right away like you're shaking up. Like she looks fucked up, right? Like you're gonna think
she looked like she just got out of the methadone clinic.
Okay,
like no joke.
That was the first like boom. But whenever those women are captured and going through all that bullshit, like they like going through all kinds of drugs and stuff like that. Like they drug the fuck out of them to make them do those things. Right?
She did say that he was shooting needles in her fingers and toes so that way she wouldn't leave tracks. And then she like lifted up her sleeves to show me she didn't have any tracks.
Huh. Dude, it's hard to tell. It's fucked up to say, but
I feel like if you went up to 2 out of 3 people and said, "Hey, if I told you a fucked up story, would you buy me a drink?" you might just be fishing for
Drinks.
something.
Yeah,
Drinks, money, sympathy, attention.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
I can honestly say I've never had that happen before.
I hope so.
It's nice to know that I'm not that type of face that someone can share that type of information with me every time they see me.
you can, like, if when you're hungover, like, you can come off as like a cancer patient sometimes, but like,
Yeah.
just because of how skinny you are, like, you're like frighteningly, like,
My hair's all fucked up.
yeah, your hair's all fucked up, and you're just like boned sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you haven't had anything.
I
to
wake
eat.
up rough, man.
You do. You wake up rough. It's.
I don't sleep much anyway,
It's
so
not-
waking
it's
up
not pretty.
with less sleep and still drunk
I had like this.
is usually a bad combination.
I had like this 1990s like English princess hair going on, like the short haircut, like Princess Di. Like when I woke up this morning, my hair was like all puffed up. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I normally don't care.
You, like push your head on the pillow. And
Yeah,
you
like when you
down.
sleep that way. But honestly, all I did was just take a shower. Like I had just gotten out of the shower and I have like this curly haired Super Saiyan look going on. It wasn't pretty, but whatever. It's just you.
True.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
So
on that note,
on that note, let's go on to let's fuck with some subjects today. I really want to talk about, because we didn't get to, since we fucking fucked up recording last time. Let's talk about that fucking candle. Gwyneth Paltrow's fucking like. Everybody's already gotten over it.
the pussy scented candle.
The pussy scented candle. It's it smells like Harvey Weinstein's dick. Anyways, dude, I got the
Smells like burning money and opportunities.
yeah. It smells like maid service.
What I'm assuming is what it smells like on set.
It smells like
It smells like burning money and just
like the hallway at a Las Vegas casino hotel.
that just smells like
Lysol. It smells like old school cigarette burns.
it smells
and
like you're
Lysol.
trying to cover up someone threw up in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, one more. It smells like very, very good cologne with very bad champagne.
BO.
Yeah, and BO. Like rich Serbian man sweats all over very pretty prostitute.
Smells like a marathon runner ran a marathon, used a towel to dry off, sprayed a shit ton of cologne, and started to run another marathon.
In Gucci.
And then talk to you without brushing his teeth. I'm assuming that's what it smells
Don't, stop following me around, bro.
like. Dude, I get it, close talker, get out of my face.
Dude, always, dude. Is it every
Always with the worst breath, right? They always want to be like super close.
right
like,
in your face? Is it everyone has bad breath, or is it just all close talkers have bad breath?
I don't know. I think it goes hand in hand.
You think so?
I think that like when you have bad breath, for some reason you want to be that much closer to somebody.
Dude, you can tell when you have bad breath.
Yeah.
It's obvious, right?
Like you never like yawned and then sat up real fast
Like,
and
God.
caught a whiff of it or
You're
something.
like, oh,
Just-
you don't like it. Like, yeah, what? Geez, how many people died in here?
is it like farts? Like you just don't smell your own shit sometimes?
It smells like 2 years after Vietnam.
But I feel like
know.
if you're a close talker and has shitty breath, like someone at one point was like, "Hey man, here's some gum and 5 feet, please." Like, right?
I get it. There's sometimes, dude.
There's no way a close talker that has bad breath has not been told like, "Hey man, get the fuck out of my face, your breath stinks."
What do you do? Like, you've had your day. I'm sure you had your day when you like forgot to brush teeth, or you fucking just ate something, or you can just tell, like, just those days where you're like dehydrated and you're fucking
It's like, oh shit.
yeah, you can tell you're all no. You gotta like when you say something, you like lean back a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Or if you're outside, you like kind of talk to the side where the wind's blowing.
yeah. You gotta be conscious of those types of
I'm
things.
hoping that if I have that breath one day, someone's like, "Hey man,
I've had a couple people tell me,
Tic-tac,
dude, I
fish.
drink black coffee in the morning sometimes. You know what I mean? I always have gum in my fucking lunchbox because I drink black
I
coffee.
drink 28 grams of sugar every sitting."
Yeah, that can't smell good after a while. But you're pretty good about brushing. You're a very hygienic gentleman.
For the most part. There's sometimes when I'm in a hurry and I don't feel I wiped as much.
So the ingredients to the candle
It feels that way.
is geranium, citrusy bergamot, cedar, and damask rose and ambrit seed.
None of that sounds like that belongs in a vagina.
Either that or she has spent a lot of time up there. So I think two things.
Is this like a camper's pussy? Or is it, 'cause I feel like that's what it would be like if you spent the night camping for like a weekend in the woods.
I feel like that's
Just burning cedar and
like
standing
New
over it.
Zealand forest.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything a vagina would smell like.
You just changed the sticker and just said, this smells like my vagina. That's what it says, right?
It used to be log cabin, but they were like,
Well, when they come out with the Scentsy version of it, I'm definitely down.
I'm in.
I
Make my whole house smell like vagina.
Yeah. And okay, where does somebody get off saying that it smells? Like, are you saying your vagina smells pretty? Are you saying...
I don't think burning cedar is very pretty.
Burning cedar?
I just don't feel like it says burnt cedar, right?
I don't remember. I don't know.
There's all kinds of burnt stuff.
No, bergamot and cedar.
Even still, I'm not smelling trees and licking trees on a regular basis because it smells so damn good.
Fucking hippie.
I'm not going down on near a cedar tree.
What if she spent time just trying to make her vagina smell like this new candle coming out? What if she was like, you know what, I got a great idea to make $800 a minute. And just
it's a $75 candle.
Yeah, dude. That's sold out.
I would let someone sniff my crotch for $50. With my boxers on, of course.
I would give somebody $25 to smell my crotch.
Yeah, you try for free all the time.
I try it all the time.
Hey, you want to smell my crotch?
I already can.
What if the
she's
New
not
York
even
Yankee Candle Company came out and was like, "Hey man, can we use your penis as a scent?"
How many people you think Googled her and tried to beat off some pictures of her after just her doing that? That got you some fucking publicity.
Well, yeah. I mean, you came out with a vagina scented candle,
and I didn't really think of her as the sex symbol lady. You know what I mean? She's hot, but she's not she's not to me. She's not number one fucking stunning woman. She's not. You know what I mean? Well, Shannon Elizabeth.
She has the prettiest smelling vagina.
Definitely.
Apparently.
Is it from under usage?
from under cheese?
No, I think it's from not being used up down there all that often.
I feel she's attractive, so she got to get some. Definitely. Is she married to somebody?
Probably.
I mean, are they all married to somebody?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Some Jewish guy's really enjoying that.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean...
Apparently it started off as a joke between her and somebody. One of the candle makers.
I didn't go...
They were like, let's make it a scent.
I went into the research about the candle itself, but I have no idea why it happened. I could have read more about it, but nah.
Well, from what I read, her and somebody had the conversation and they were like, let's do it. Let's make a vagina scented candle.
Now you need to come out with candy that tastes like it.
No. It has to be vacuum sealed and shit, dude. You can't be in anything.
As soon as you open it, you're like, whoa. Because it's vacuum sealed.
Why does that smell like a dirty hamper?
Jesus, how many gym socks are in there?
Jeez. Alright, who left the dead fish in here? Real funny, guys.
That's very clever. Very clever.
Who got candy scented? Who got candy flavored fucking Tic Tacs? Real cool.
I'm wondering what's next. Because it's not like she just finished fucking Avengers. It's not a publicity stunt, right? Apparently she doesn't want to do any more MCU movies, by the way.
That's what everyone's saying now. They want the new generation.
It's fine.
Let's hope they're as good.
Yeah. They might be, they might not be, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure with the fucking
always
production and the way they get paid and the fucking quality of the movies, you can get anyone to look like a motherfucker. Like a badass in that shit.
Yeah. Makeup artists are pretty great.
Yep. So is CGI.
And IG filters.
Dude, yeah. If we can just get all the chicks that do IG filters to make a movie, we don't need Disney.
Yeah, we do.
I'm messing with you.
I'm about to say. Because ain't none of them bitches going to replace the Mandalorian. Some of the bitches look like Baby Yoda, just not as cute.
Yeah, that...
I don't give a fuck how many filters you use. You still don't look sexy or cute. I don't care.
So whenever you meet them
nobody wants to see the fucking hearts above your head. Everyone can tell that you're using a filter. It's not that fucking hard to tell. When did that become acceptable?
Women are very...
It's fucking false advertisement.
Women are very, subconscious about little features on their bodies and faces. That's
only,
why,
Only because cameras give them the options.
Yeah.
If it was still just that one fucking camera option, everyone would just take the time
to look picture pretty. And then 140 days later, hey, you remember this day?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That was a great time.
Man, and you've changed so much.
You look at it and you're like, fuck, man, I could have turned to the side a little. Now there's so many options to fucking fix the way you look.
Ask somebody who's like who tries to fucking take an Instagram picture how many pictures they probably take before they actually post the right one.
Have you ever? I don't have that many pictures on my phone. You might because of your daughter, but like I have like 14 pictures on my phone, and none of them.
I got a couple hundred.
But you have your daughter.
Yeah.
So in a sense, yeah. Fit like a lot of mine are just memes. I wasn't even counting the memes. I like put those in another folder now.
That's just a different category.
Yeah, like pictures. Have you ever seen like some of these women like they go through pictures of themselves on their phone?
Oh yeah, they're
like hey, let me show you this one picture. And then, they fucking like scroll like you're like in fucking 2016 on the fucking.
Like, dude, it's been 20 minutes. I've watched like a whole episode of fucking
Seinfeld.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I'll find it. It's here somewhere.
I'm gonna rewatch some of these old Alf episodes. Let me know when you.
Or the people that keep pictures for like 19 years on their phone.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Like this is from my Apple One phone.
This is from the original.
It just
iPhone.
keeps transferring it over. It's fine. I'm happy that back in our day, like we just had the Polaroids. You put them bitches in a
it kept you
photo
honest.
album. You put them bitches in a photo album. You put them somewhere and you forget.
It keeps you honest. You know what I mean? Like you're taking an honest picture. You're being your honest people because you don't have the opportunity to fake who you are. And, you know what I mean? Like you could take a picture. And you're like, no, I don't like it. This is me, but it's not who I want everyone to see me as.
This isn't quite it.
You know what I mean? Like
I gotta keep fucking with it.
Yeah, like it's fucking ridiculous how fake everything has gotten. This is why trust issues are so hard. And then, by the way,
no more, man.
And by the way, if I told you a crazy story, would you buy me a tree?
Dude.
Like now we're running into these problems, but you better have that dog face on your fucking.
I'm gonna make us some shit.
You're gonna make us some shit?
Yeah, dude. There's like fake panhandlers and shit pretending to be poor and homeless. I can't do it.
Well, you better do it now.
This is why I don't trust anybody, and I'd rather just stay the fuck away from everybody. I honestly think the only people I really trust, like truly trust in this world, are like comic book nerds and fucking gamer nerds.
I trust people that are angry all the time.
Yeah, because they're truthful.
Like if I had an opportunity to sit down with anyone and have a conversation that's alive right now, like a celebrity, I would probably be looking forward to like Gordon Ramsay. That guy's brutally honest to people in public. Like he doesn't fucking
on purpose.
He
gets paid to do that. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, but anyone could do it. Like being honest that way. Yeah. You want to cut it? You good?
No, you see me just sit up a little.
Yeah.
I gotta get going.
All right, guys. I know
we'll do another episode
tonight.
We're gonna drop 2 tonight.
Yeah, we're doing tonight.
Yeah. Another one soon. 12 hours.
Chris,
6 hours.
Why don't you go ahead and go? I'll go ahead and close out the episode.
Word,
everybody.
I move the camera, dude. I'm so retarded. You said this?
Dude, I was doing it. I was doing it a lot earlier, guys.
Like, no, dude, I'm over here.
Alrighty, well, Chris is on his way out. We do got plenty to talk about the next coming up episodes. We do have a few things going on for ourselves, so please stay tuned and keep watching and listening to the Morning After Pill Show. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, Maps Podcast. Twitter is Maps_podcast. Don't forget to check out our affiliates. If you go to Morning After Pill Show, themorningafterpillshow.com, you can always find the links for any of our affiliates. Right now we're going with Gains Box. It's a fitness apparel subscription box, so you can get supplements, equipment, all kinds of stuff, some sweet gear. I think everything but shoes is basically what they got going on. You can do $432 for a year. When you think about it, that's a pretty sweet deal. Chris doesn't look like it, but he works out all the time. He's addicted to leg day. And he's just, always talking about how many leg press things he can, whatever. I can't do that right now. It's also $32 a month if you want to go for a monthly subscription. For those of you that enjoy the gym, please go to themorningafterpillshow.com. Go to the link for Gains Box, since we can get that deal. Also, Chris and I are attending the PAX South tomorrow. It's the gaming convention going on here in San Antonio. Definitely going to be checking out some gamers. We're going to be doing some interviews. We're going to be having a fucking good time. As you know, we're gamers. A lot of our fans and a lot of our listeners are also gamers. If you guys are going to be there, do not be afraid to say hello. And we did get those tickets off of selectaticket.com. That link is also at themorningafterpillshow.com. For your very first visit, if you go through that link, you can get $25 off your very first purchase with an email coupon. All you got to do is sign up. Remember, it's selectaticket.com. You go to themorningafterpillshow.com's link. Also, we got Smoky Mountain Knife Works. $5 off for any purchase over $50. Excuse me. I just bought a motherfucking tomahawk. Got that deal. Chris and I went out to the woods and we fucking threw it at a tree. Lo and behold, the trees are pretty strong, but that fucking tomahawk can stick to a bunch of other things that we can't disclose. But that was a good fucking fun time. I did order a Letterman. It's on its way. So Smoky Mountain Knife Work, great place. I did see they are now selling ammo as well. I didn't know if they were or weren't before. Definitely worth giving it a shot. Good way to go collect some ammo. You got your knives. Definitely some hunting gear. Good place to check out your manly shit. And if you're listening to us on Apple, please be sure to rate us. Share the shit out of us. We need those listens. We need those vibes. You know we're funny as fuck. You know we're having a good time. You know this show gets you through. It gets me through. I love doing it. And I couldn't be happier. So, also YouTube subscribers, or subscribe, don't subscribe, I'm sorry. Click that like button, share the shit out of us again. You're supposed to listen to us on Spotify, and then you listen to us again on Apple, and then you're gonna come to our YouTube page and listen and watch right there. Like that's the order I recommend you enjoy every episode to get it all in its fullest. But whatever. Anyways, guys, I'm out. I normally would close the episode out with a fist me, bro, but Chris has to get ready for his day job or whatever. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you very much.